Hey athletes, we're going to talk about military press. Now, I happen to be using a barbell here. For the most part, the same thing is going to happen on our shoulder presses if we're using dumbbells or kettlebells. Stay tuned because we're going to be talking more about the differences from a barbell to a dumbbell. But for right now, let's get into this exercise. So let's see what it looks like. Punching it right over my head. Now, what are we trying to work here? Well, I'm trying to make sure that the primary mover of this exercise are my shoulders, right? So, even though my shoulders are doing all the work, certainly my triceps are going to be doing a little bit, and then even the top parts of my chest will do some of this. Now, what's really cool about this exercise is if we do it right, our whole back has to stabilize this. That way our shoulders can do the work, okay? So, primarily it is a shoulder exercise, but man, it works your whole upper body. So, things that I'm considering, things that I'm thinking about when I'm doing this. Every single time I move, I'm taking a huge breath in and making sure that my body is as stable as I can. Now, as I press it and as people get fatigued, they're going to have a tendency to way overarch, and we just want to make sure that we're avoiding that the best that we can. So again, I want to stay braced, and I want to keep this bar as close to my face as I possibly can. It almost touches my nose when it comes over my head. So let's see that again. Okay, so again, you can see I'm very well neutral here. My core is still engaged. I'm not overarching in my back. Okay, so those are some pluses. Also, I have the mobility to bring my head through past my arms. Okay, that allows me to put it more into my mid-back and stabilize with my lats. Certainly my traps are turning on just a little bit, but again, I'm primarily trying to use my back to stabilize this, not so much my neck. Now again, at this point, my shoulders did all of the work. My triceps just simply straightened my elbows. So let's see some more. So right before I go, I take my breath, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the pressure in my hands that I can. I'm going to squeeze the crap out of this bar, and I'm trying to get this bar from this bottom position to the top position as quickly and safely as I can. Boom. Now, you saw there was a little hiccup. Now, as you get fatigued, sure, it's going to slow down. It may not go right over your head, but, and as we can see as I go on, I'm doing my best not to arch. You saw right there, I briefly arched, right, a little too much, and then I quickly fixed it as fast as I could. And then for this final one, it moves a lot slower, but again, I fight, trying to make sure that in here it stabilizes, and this is doing the work, that I don't kick my butt and really arch the crap out of my back, okay? Again, I need my whole core to stabilize, not just one piece of it here, okay? Again, my core is on, my obliques are on, my entire system is as tight as I can make it so that I can make this, especially last one that's struggling, perfect. Then as I bring it down, I bend my knees in order to drop it on my shoulders, and then I'll walk it into the rack. So again, make sure you guys are trying to move these weights with intent. I'll see you next time.